Oh boy. Time to have a little bit of fun. Oh man. Okay, so we are back from Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, Aquaman 2. And it's funny. So my methodology, the way in which I choose to operate is that I do not watch reviews for movies before I go and see them. I feel as though reviews put negative opinions inside of your head, which end up fucking up your experience. Because now that you have those opinions, all you're doing is sitting down, critiquing, and then looking for those issues that people essentially complain about. However, once I get out of a movie and I've formulated like how I feel about it and I've processed what I've just watched, I'll usually go and see what the top reviewers are thinking. When I walked out of this movie, and even right now, I fucking love this movie. I think this movie is great. It's like it is not it how do I even put this? It is not the tour de force. It is not the Academy Award winner that people seem to think that it's supposed to be. Because I saw a bunch of the reviews and people are like, "Oh man, it's generic in the way in which it tells a story. The performances in this story, in this movie, are okay at best, and this is not what the Academy, the motion picture arts are looking for. Bullshit. That's what I'm looking for. This movie is fucking fun. I sat down and yes, are there cliches in this movie? Absolutely. Is the plot sometimes a little bit derivative, but at the exact same time you've been here before because it's generic? Yes. Have we seen a plot that revolves around two individuals, usually family members, usually brothers, who do not like each other, and then as the movie progresses, they come to an understanding, or they come to discover that this relationship might have been something that was positive in their lives when they were younger, and they'll happily work towards fixing it. You've seen it before. We have seen it before. The brotherly tension, the enemy who was bested in the first movie, who's out for revenge in the second movie. I feel as though a lot of people seem to forget that before the MCU came out, comic book movies existed for fun. They didn't exist because they had to build some great expansive universe that all these other fucking characters have to live in. No, movies existed for you to go to the movie theater, sit down, have a blast, go home, talk about it with your friends, and then be dumb hype when you see it come out on VHS. God, my age, or DVD. That's what this movie is. Jason Momoa is having a blast. Like, he is having fun, and I absolutely love it. Patrick Wilson is good as Orm. There's this funny thing that he's doing because he's lived underwater his entire life, so he's not accustomed to certain things, the way in which his body is supposed to move on land. When you first see it, it's in the background and you're like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's goofy. But then when you see it again and they address it, it's fucking hilarious. I think for the most part, in regards to me, most of the jokes fucking landed. I was hysterical. I was laughing my ass off at all of just the brotherly jabs back and forth, and their whole relationship going back and forth as they develop it throughout the entire movie. But now we reach the man who stole the show. Shout out to my boy Yahya Abdul Mateen as Black Manta. Yo, I feel as though they went to Yahya and they were like, "Look, we're probably not gonna get another movie. They're definitely canceling after this. Like, do what you do. Have fun, black man." And Yahya was like, "I'm finna be Killmonger this entire fucking movie." Because oh boy, was Black Manta on demon time this entire fucking movie, and I absolutely fucking loved it. Like every single time he was on scene, you're waiting for him to throw down. Like it is the definition. He was on some Jujutsu Kaisen shit where as soon as him and Aquaman stepped into the same zone, and when they're in the same box or in the same area, it was instantaneously on site. On site to the point that his team was like, "Hey, yo, dog, we gotta go. We've acquired what we came here to acquire, and it's time for us to bounce." And he's like, "Nah, I gotta." No, I don't like that motherfucker over there. Like he was talking shit in the first movie. I got beef from the first movie. He is finna see these hands across the board. Loved it. Absolutely fucking loved it. I have a blast with Black Manta in this movie. He was on some demon time, and that is great. The backstory that they gave for the Lost Kingdom, like I said before, if you've ever seen a fantasy movie, if you've ever seen a comic book movie, if you've ever picked up a fucking comic book in your life, you probably know where exactly the story is going to go, because it's not a story that's like, oh my god, we're gonna give you some suspense and some intrigue, and we're gonna keep you guessing throughout the entire movie about the direction that we're about to go in. No, it's a simple plot. It's a simple plot. Like the ancient evil. It is disturbed. The hero arrives. The hero has beef with the villain. The villain is probably a thing, and then another thing happens, and then there's a betrayal, and then there's a connection, and then there's a save. Like we've been here. We've been here, but the ride is fun because everybody look as though they're having fun. Like I said, Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson look like they're having fun. Yahya Abdul-Mateen looks like he's having fun. Amber Heard is in this movie. She's in this movie a little bit more than I thought she was going to be in, but she is serviceable once again as Mira. The relationship between the mother and the father, it's not the focal point of this story because it's more or less a relationship between both Arthur and Orm as they try and work together to basically solve this issue but about what's going on. But it was great seeing them return again. When the action happens, the action is happening. There is an entire battle between Black Manta and Arthur that happens in the final act of this film that's straight out of a fucking anime. They are throwing hands. Like they are throwing, well, they're not really throwing hands. They're fighting with the tridents, but they are fighting with the tridents, and it's shot in such a way. Like I feel as though it was a tracking shot where they were just basically catching the entire fight going around them as they were just duking it out and just balling. Just ping 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 ping, and then the tempo speeds up and it's like whoop, click 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 click, and I was like, yes, let's go. Dope. I was having fun. I feel as though people really need to stop treating comic book movies as though every single fucking thing that comes out is going to be either Infinity War or Endgame. You have that. If you want Infinity War and Endgame, you have it at home. Load up Disney Plus. Go and fucking watch it. But if you want to have fun, which I feel as though this movie continues, I don't know what's going on with Aquaman. The first Aquaman movie was fun. This movie is fun. It's James Wan. James Wan is the reason. He's like, I know how to shoot fun. I know what the people want. That's why James Wan's Fast and the Furious movies are the best ones. Or I should say the most fun ones. And then once he left, everything went to shit. But yeah. I think if you go into this movie with an open mind in the regards of just having fun, you will have an absolute fucking blast with this film. Because I had a blast with this film. I thought this film was fucking hilarious. And it was exactly what I needed to go see to essentially like cheer me up and give me a shot in the arm, a little bit of a boost. But let me know what you think about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Did you see it? What do you think about it? Comment down below. I hope this video got you fucking hyped for it and you'll go out and you'll see it this weekend. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.